biggest thing is correcting the mistakes. The turnovers is the main thing. You know, we pointed out, you know, I think Quishy had one bad play in the game, resulting in a touchdown. And so those things happen, but you know, the heart and the character these guys got, you know, go to work, and that's what we're going to do. Just like just like this team's, the foundation this team's been put on. You know, I talked to him today about, you know, I remember last year having a kind of a bad game against Stanford on the road, and we responded pretty well to that. So that's what it's all about. You know, nothing in this world worth accomplishing is easy. In this league, this is a challenging league, and so you got to bring it every day. So great attitude today. Obviously, you know, we understand that the mistakes that we made, we've got to get correct. We've got to do a better job preparing, and you got to look up, reach out, team up, and go to work. And that's what they did today. So we had a good day.
Did you feel like the score of that game wasn't necessarily indicative of the game itself, the outcome?
I mean, it's just like, no, I mean, we just made some critical errors that you can't make, and when you turn the football over, that's what's going to happen. Especially in this league with the explosiveness they have. You know, obviously, it was just kind of all coupled together with the interception for a touchdown. We got a fumble. The next drive, they hit a big touchdown on us. We fumble the next drive. They get another one, kick it off, they run it back, you know, and then the interception started it all. So you just can't turn the football over like that. And you know, we haven't done that, and you know, that's you live and learn. And can't do anything about yesterday, do something about tomorrow. And but it's a loss. It goes down in the loss category, and obviously it makes this week's game that much more important to us. And we've got to respond. We've got to go get those things corrected. But our guys know that that's why we lost. You know, because we made the errors that you can't make in those kind of games.
What kind of errors were they? Alignment errors? Were they wrong angle? I mean,
no. There's only the turning the football over. Turning the football over, and we gave up cheap touchdowns, and we gave up a kickoff return for a touchdown, and we gave up a long touchdown pass. That was basically 28 points was the difference in the game, and those were just obviously you got to give them credit. The returner, he scored 14 points himself, so he was obviously did a great job. But we're right there. We're right there to tackle. You know, some of the things with the tackling we've talked about. I think maybe, you know, our guys were over because we have not tackled like that. And I think maybe we, you know, I don't know if we were too emotional or whatever. We're trying to knock guys down or knock the ball out instead of secure the tackle. So just things like that. The biggest thing we got to correct is the turnovers and tackling, and not missing tackles, and don't give them cheap ones. And that's what we did. We gave a cheap one on the kickoff return. I mean, we're right there. We just didn't make the tackle, and so it was mostly, you know, missed tackles and them making a play, and that's not.
You've done some tinkering with personnel through the first few games. Where are you at right now? Are you still looking at adjustments?
No,
or?
I mean, I think we've settled into where our guys are going to play. I don't think there's any of those things like that. It's just you know, we just got to correct it. If we don't turn the football over, it's a whole different game. And throw everything else. The tackling atrocious and everything. But you know, there was too much of the missed tackling where we're just out of control, and we haven't done that. So that's coaching, and that's maybe us getting them too hyped up, or I don't know what it is. But we talked a lot about that, and the biggest thing we got to do is continue to improve fundamentally. That's any week, any game, and you know, learn from the mistakes that we made. But you know, when we have a plan that says own the ball, no cheap ones, and you give up cheap ones and you don't own the ball, then that's what we got to get better at. And that's not anything that we have that. I mean, we talked about our first year, the Oregon game, how we responded to that. We talked about last year, the Stanford game, how we responded to that. And that's the way this league is. You got to bring it every week. If you make mistakes like that, you can get beat, and you can get beat, you know, pretty bad. And we beat people like that, and we've been beat like that. So, you know, at the end of the day, man, I've got tremendous belief in these guys, and we just got to get better fundamentally.
You guys obviously talked a lot last week about what that game meant in the South race. How does the message change now going forward?
It's a must win. I mean, it's just like we came off like Stanford.